Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Chicago Bulls up against the Miami Heat. For Miami, they're third in the East and have really been one of the NBA's toughest opponents to face. This is a major contender once the playoffs begin. Two great backcourts going head-to-head tonight. Kenny, your thoughts on how the guard position has evolved over time. And make it quick.
Yeah.
The evolution of the guard position in 12 seconds, please.
Well, you weren't quick, so why do I have to be so quick?
Well, just try.
8 seconds
I'm
left.
going to be as quick as I can.
Okay.
7,
But I'm going to be
6,
as
5,
vigilant as I can.
Okay.
4,
You know,
3,
they're more like combo guards
2,
now.
1. And with all the switching guards who can defend more position for the teams that rebound collectively, guards have to be involved on the boards.
Well, it's almost like you were reading that, Shaq.
We were going to give you 10 seconds, Shaq. You didn't have to rush.
I did rush.
You didn't have to. Because
Yeah,
anyway.
combo guards. Let's go courtside.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're live, the home of the Miami Heat, American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. They're just off a road trip, and the Heat are looking to settle back in here at home. And you look at this team, 12 games off the lead, but certainly a team that's won its share of games.
And you know this, Kevin, there is no place like home. It's always nice to be in those familiar surroundings around those that cheer for you, the family, the friends. Home is home, and there just isn't any place like it.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, Paul George has made a reputation as a dynamic two-way player. He said you can dominate a game in so many ways. That's always been my mindset. I just go out there and ball. Kevin, back to you.
Well, you love that versatility, D.A. Thank you. Tonight featuring backcourts that can absolutely, Steve, light it up. When you were playing, who are some of the toughest guards to defend in the NBA?
Well, Kevin, first you say the Michael Jordans, but the quick guards, because I was a 6'8", kind of methodical, slow guy. I didn't like the Iversons, the Muggsy Bogues, all those guys that just running around. They were tough.
It'll be the Heat off the tip. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So for Chicago right now, and down low, it's Markkanen and Carter. Zach LaVine is out there with Murray, and it's Durant in at the small forward position, and it's good for two.
Durant has one thing on his mind. When he gets the ball in close, attack.
Fox passes to Winslow. This is to George. And it's George finishing it off.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now here's Murray. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Toronto. LaVine can't hit. And it's Miami's ball. Richardson with it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Fox kicks to George. 6 to shoot. Over Durant. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And this is a guy that can get you stops, aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here's LaVine. Coming off a stellar performance against Toronto. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And so just over a minute and a half played. To the paint. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And that Unleashed Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now here's Durant. He had 16 points in the win against Toronto.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Now here's Fox. Wendell Carter unable to get his last shot to go. Now here's Levine. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. From downtown, they could use a bucket. And Markkanen lays it up and in.
For a stretch four who spends a lot of time on the perimeter, Markkanen does a good job attacking the offensive glass.
It's George on the wing. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Bulls. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
It's one thing to play inspired defense in that situation, but to get in that kind of offensive rhythm away from home, phenomenal.
Now George, after Zach LaVine missed from long range. Over Durant, and Durant sends it back.
You forget, Durant has the reach of a center. He can provide rim protection.
And the jam by LaVine.
You love the execution here. Well-timed pass. Zach LaVine showing off that 41-inch vertical.
Now here's Richardson. His last outing, he had 8 points. Kicks to George. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. George has got 6 points.
And the mid-range jumper really right in George's comfort zone. When he isn't blowing by guys and finishing at the rim, he's knocking that one down with consistency.
Now here's Murray. No points in the game yet for him. On the wing, LaVine, covered by Winslow. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by LaVine.
The winners of 6 championship titles, the Chicago Bulls, all in the 1990s, and all with Jordan and Pippen.
For Miami, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Winslow finds Richardson. Great open look there. Richardson's got his first basket.
Justice Winslow has done an excellent job of being unselfish and making the right play.
Murray, the pass to Markkanen. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Carter with the bucket.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
Now here's Winslow. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's Murray, that time on the assist by Carter. Murray's got his first bucket of the night.
And the wingspan for Durant, so disruptive. Such a great score. I think people overlook the strides he's made at the defensive end.
Here's Fox. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
And I know the defense wasn't great, but yet and still, their ability to stay composed was impressive.
When things come too easy, it's easy to lose focus. But they held each other accountable and played hard.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. Smitty, both teams battling for playoff position. Oftentimes, this kind of game has a playoff feel, a playoff intensity to it.
You love those games, Kevin, where we know all teams come out and they compete. But when it's playoff level, like you said, you see the intensity rise up. A lot of times it's about seeding, and that's where teams come out and they compete extremely hard.
Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for the Heat. Spencer Dinwiddie comes in for De'Aaron Fox. And a change for the Bulls. Bazemore's checked in. Richardson kicks to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Goes up on the wing. That shot is off.
And this is a guy that can get you stops. Aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Here's Richardson. So it's Richardson with the jam.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
I'm loving this one. It's been back and forth with these lead changes. It's probably going to just come down to who has the ball last.
Chicago with the ball after the Heat pick up 2. And again, Chicago, no good.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Carter against Nurkic. Left side Durant. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Durant's got it all tied up now for the Bulls. Here's the pass to Richardson. Here's Adebayo. Outside, George. It's rebounded by Durant.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Wants to get it to Bazemore and does. To the middle. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Carter's got his second basket of the night.
A part of Bazemore's game that he continues to evolve, facilitating for others.
Dinwiddie still looking for his first bucket in this one. Lob pass to George. Stolen by Durant. Carter left side. And then Carter with the dunk.
Knows where everybody is. If there's an open man, Durant's going to find him.
The Heat trail by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. Pass to George. No good there. So the Bulls will take it the other way.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
Durant. Stolen by George.
Yeah, tough entry pass. You want to kick the ball down low, but you have to be crafty about how you do it.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
Bean passes to Markkanen. He kicks it to Carter. It's Durant on the wing, defended by George. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Murray. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the Bulls with another miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, this is why you see guys shying away from the mid-range jumper. It's a bit of a lost art.
And for Jusuf Nurkic, you see the flashes of how dominant he can be in every game.
I mean, the potential is there, and he is working hard to find that consistency I do believe he's noticeably better when he plays with an edge. He's more in tune with what's going on. You almost want to rile him up or do something to tick him off before every game to get the best out of him.
Bazemore with it. Now Green defending. Fox with the steal. Johnson outside. A minute 42 left in the first quarter. 4 on the shot clock. It's deflected.
Bazemore, an excellent shot blocker for his size. His 7-foot wingspan catches you off guard.
The Bulls leading by 5. Passes to Tice. 1:22 left in the first. Shoots from 14. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
To the inside. Shots good by Green. Green's got his first points of the night.
JaMychal Green with the height and the bounce to do some damage inside.
Murray dishes to Bazemore. His first shot coming late, and that one goes long. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Murray against Fox, and the wide open shot from Green. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. 17 seconds left in the first quarter. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Tice. Johnson with the block, and he gets it back. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And here is Fox. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. It's Chicago leading by 3. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me. In my darkest days, I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine, so.
Now, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports, and always exciting. Looking at what we've seen for the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
What you have to do is establish a physical presence early, and aggressiveness their opponent has failed to match.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Zach LaVine, and it's Hutchinson in at the 2 guard. Outside, LaVine. Lets the 3 fly. The shot falls for only his second bucket, 2 for 9.
Nice form, the elbow right in line. Zach LaVine has a fantastic looking shot.
Here's Nurkic. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Robinson. Bulls moving the ball around, and Tice gets it to go.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Well, Heat fans, not the league's loudest, but they do show up.
They sell out the arena every night. They love their team, and it's a great place to play.
Rips down the breakaway slam.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing, and so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Kicks to Nurkic. Will it go? Now the feed to Green. And Green slams it in.
And don't let Green's skill game confuse you. He can rise up and finish around the rim with the best in the business.
Bean passes to Tice. And there's the pass to Hutchison. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Here's Johnson after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
On the wing, Levine. Pass to Hutchison. Levine deciding where to go with it. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it. Nurkic with the steal. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Johnson for 3. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Six on the shot clock. Guarded by Green. Great tee that time from Green. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Heat. It's a 10-point game. And Nurkic has it in the corner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Smitty, with all the different arenas you've played in and all the cities you've traveled to as a player, which city do you think, looking back, was the hardest to play in for whatever reason?
This is an easy question. Detroit, Michigan, Kevin, because I was raised there and played college basketball. The ticket request going home was definitely hard.
I bet.
Because now you're starting to ask teammates, you're starting to ask everybody for tickets, and I just never had enough.
And it was expensive to buy tickets.
Yes, indeed.
And everyone wanted one.
Everybody. My first game, Kevin, ever back in Detroit, 300 tickets.
Oh.
Glad I had good teammates, though. They helped me.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
Here's Hutchison. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Levine. He scores for only his third time tonight. Now 3 for 10, taking a climb out of the hole.
Big time improvement by Zach LaVine. Reading the defense in the pick and roll, that was a nice decision.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
Now, here's Fox. A 20-point game for him in the win against the Wizards in Washington.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass, gave a terrific effort in that department.
That is good. And the Bulls lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket for Nurkic.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Outside Durant. 14 feet away. Kick out to Levine. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You can see the frustration. They hold the lead, but he wants to be able to contribute.
They get the rebound. Here's Nurkic, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. These players have been all about defense lately. Here are the steal leaders in the NBA this month. Take a look at Murray. Such quick hands. Second in the NBA.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Outside Durant. Jacks up a three. Rebound by the Heat. Now Fox. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Over Murray. And it will go. And the Bulls lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Fox.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Durant kicks to Markkanen. Shoots it. Durant with another miss.
No one near him. That's one he's got to hit. One he usually hits.
Pass to Fox. And here's George for three. No good again. Just 3 for 10 with that miss. There's the dish to Murray. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Markkanen can't get it to go.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bulls leading by 4. Durant with it. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Levine against Fox. And Levine, here we go. Just 5 on the clock. Trying to get something going. It's hauled in by the Heat. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the paint. Here's Adebayo. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Markkanen with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. George against Durant. Over George. Durant. That's good. Durant's got 6.
That's easy money for KD. He's always had great touch from the mid-range.
Fox kicks to Nurkic. George looking over the floor. Pass to Fox. The 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists tonight.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Levine. He has 7. That shot missing. Excellent D there from George.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
3 on 3. Here's Durant, and then Durant with the jam.
You can see why he loves to play in transition. You give Durant a head of steam, there's no stopping him.
Now a timeout called by Miami. Steve, more and more we hear about players wanting to be traded. The information comes out publicly, whether they leak it, their agent leaks it. Is this a new development, in your opinion?
Yeah, I think because of social media, Kevin, right now, everybody hears a little bit, and even if it's true or not true, it gets spread like wildfire, and it can reach so many different people because of social media quickly, and I think that's the problem we're having right now. Just, social media can be a plus, but it also can be a negative.
That's a good observation. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Nurkic. Carter, he's checked in for Chicago.
You see some of the craftiness of Winslow. Just knows how to generate offense.
This is his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015. Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now here's Murray. Inside, Paul George with the steal. Fox passes to Adebayo. Back to Fox. And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that third foul this early.
Outside, George. Now the pass to Adebayo. Good work defensively by Carter.
No hesitation. He took it right to the rack. But a quick reaction by the defense.
And Markkanen throws it down.
I love the finish there by Markkanen. Can absorb the contact because he's improved his strength.
And Lauri Markkanen out of Finland, an extremely high skill level to his game. Smitty, is he a finished product?
Not at all. With his passion for the game, he's only going to get better and better. Some 7-footers don't have that drive. He does, Kevin.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
You look at Lauri Markkanen, he's a 7-foot fluid basketball player. Most European players not known for their athleticism, but his mobility is pretty good for a player his size.
Here's Adebayo. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. George has got 10 points. And Markkanen, still young, he'll look to add strength as his career continues.
And if he does, Kevin, his future is probably at the center position. It's not about bulk. You've got to be strong to weather that physicality inside.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Fox against Murray. Now, here's Fox. Guarded closer. Adebayo kicks to Fox. Lets it go from the wing. He doesn't hit that one. Murray with the defensive effort. Durant against Winslow. Pass to Murray. Markkanen with it. Bulls moving the ball around. And then Durant with the dunk.
Nights like these, you just have to tip your hat to KD. He's a champion for a reason.
Murray against Fox. To the inside. Here's Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass. Adebayo's got 4 points this quarter.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Bulls have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
One shot.
That's good from Durant.
In terms of height, Durant was not a late bloomer, already a 6-footer in middle school.
Fox kicks to George. To the paint. Winslow finds George, and the layup's good off the glass. George has got 12.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
Defended by George. Pass to Durant. Now Markkanen. It's Durant on the wing. Over Winslow. It's Adebayo with the rebound. The Heat trail by 5. To the middle. Here's Fox. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. 9 points in the game so far.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Now here's Murray. We've got 13 seconds left in the first half. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Here's Durant. And that one hits back iron.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for Chicago. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Tremendous first half. Glad to have you back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 1 block. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Kenny, what did you think about what you saw from Chicago?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball. Bottom line, they need to protect the ball and play under control.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
A shot of American Airlines Arena in the whites of Miami, Florida. Welcome back, everyone, to the action here. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, through the first 2 quarters, he was extremely aggressive, picked up a number of steals.
He did a nice job reading their plays as they were developing. His anticipation was off the charts.
Here's Murray. Richardson is out there with Fox. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then it's Paul George. And it's Adebayo in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Miami. George against Durant. George passes to Richardson. Back to George. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Durant in the corner. Inside. Outside, Levine for the 3. Here's Carter. Miami grabs the miss.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Murray kicks to Carter. Back to Murray. He dishes it to Markkanen. Carter at the elbow. Pass to Murray. Clock at 4. Shoots over Fox. Murray, no good.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Richardson against Levine. Richardson the pass to Fox. For the lead. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That free throw, no good. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on.
Yeah, I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
That one drops. He ties it up.
He wanted to get his team the lead, and even though he didn't, he should feel good. At least he tied it up.
Murray against Fox. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Now, here's Fox. 10 points for him. Feeds to Nurkic. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Fox against Murray. And stolen by Richardson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Fox kicks to George. For the lead, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And Paul George has made it a goal to win Defensive Player of the Year.
I mean, he's got tremendous length and quickness, but really his pride at that end of the floor might matter even more. He just takes great pride in being a complete player.
And George drops them both.
That's a huge advantage, having a big guy who can shoot free throws like this.
Murray, the pass to Markkanen. He kicks to Carter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Murray, no good.
And with that miss, shooting only 20% coming out of the break. Ouch.
It's Richardson on the wing, guarded by LaVine. And Fox has it in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from the wing. It's all in by the Bulls. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's LaVine. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Murray against Fox. Kicks it to George. Back to Fox. Here's Nurkic, and he lays it straight in. Nurkic has got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Murray dishes to Carter. Murray surveying the D. Kicks it out to Markkanen. In the corner, it's LaVine. They need this one. Drains it from beyond the arc. 10 points for him.
You see why Zach's a tough cover. He has athleticism, he can shoot the rock, and he's only getting better.
Fox passes to Richardson. For three. And no good. And the Bulls going the other way now. Durant wide open. He fires. Good. And the assist goes to Murray. And that's 19 points for Kevin Durant.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
Here's Nurkic, and he banks in the layup. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail bite.
Now here's Murray. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Some guys are leaders from day one, but there are some guys it takes a while, Steve, to grow into that role. I'm sure you've seen him.
Yeah, I love Victor Oladipo. I think he took on that role. Also, Kyle Lowry's done a nice job. Al Horford is becoming more of a vocal leader. He was kind of a quiet leader. A lot of those guys, you can see their personalities just changed from when they started into this league, and year by year they've gotten better.
And the first one drops. And so Murray nails both of them. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. They trail by one. Outside, Green. That's tipped. Here's Murray. Green with the rebound. Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Dinwiddie kicks to Green. Down low. And here's Bazemore. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Here's Dinwiddie. The pass to Nurkic. Shoots over Bazemore. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Nurkic has got 10 points in the game.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Tice kicks to Robinson. Pass to Bazemore. Those 3-pointers off the mark. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. George, no good. Chicago leading. Bazemore on the wing. Pass to Dinwiddie. To the inside. Now Bazemore. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And the basket by Hutchison.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Heat shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Dinwiddie. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. No block shot. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Up top, Bazemore. Right wing. Here's Hutchison. Shot clock at 5. From the arc. Dinwiddie with the rebound. Green left side. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You get a chance to see the elite court vision there. Excellent pass.
And Steve, the way JaMychal Green got here, a terrific story.
Went undrafted, Kevin, did the G League thing, bounced around, but then he started to put it all together. Now he's a guy you can count on to give you good minutes.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Carter, he's checked in for Robinson. Kevin Durant comes in for Daniel Tice. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Murray. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
JaMychal Green, undrafted out of Alabama, played in the D-League and France, but he solidified himself as a quality NBA big man.
Now here's LaVine. He's got 10. Carter on the wing, outside Durant, from outside the arc. Paul George grabs the miss. George has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Durant's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Down low, here's Hutchison. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. With a break in the action, let's take a peek at the top rebounding teams in the NBA this season. Number 1, the Heat. The Bulls 3rd.
And you know, anytime you get these two teams together, it's going to be physical. Both of them really go after it on the backboard.
First free throw is good. Both shots good from the stripe. Well, Eric Spoelstra working his way up through the Heat organization, and I hear eventually interested in moving into the front office someday.
And I would say it will be with the Miami Heat, a very loyal, close-knit organization. His dedication and commitment, second to none.
Here's LaVine. He's got 10. Lays it up off the glass. LaVine's got 5 points in the quarter.
The prototype of the new guard. Long, quick, highly skilled. Zach LaVine has no trouble taking it inside.
Herter defended by Carter. Here's Nurkic on the money from 12 feet away. Nurkic has got 14.
So much sharper, so much more efficient with his shot this half. Just taking what the defense allows.
Here's LaVine. Nurkic with the block. Herter, he's covered by Bazemore. And the foul on Kent Bazemore. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Winslow's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Tyler Johnson comes in for George. And it's Fox in for Dinwiddie. Fox kicks to Winslow. Outside, Green. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 10.
And that's what every team wants from their big man nowadays. JaMychal Green able to knock down the triple.
Pass to Tice. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Winslow's leading the way. Johnson wide open. He fires. And the Heat another three.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Murray against Fox. 1:46 left in the third quarter of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run. The shot, no good. The Heat leading by 5. Coach is liking what he's seeing from his offense.
And guys, they put the defense on the defensive.
Johnson down low. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And Fox has it in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. Second chance shot, and that's good for 2. Now it's a 7-point Miami lead. The Bulls shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Chicago calls timeout.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they've got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And a moment to see numbers for Murray. 10th in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. 1:11 left to play in the third. Down low. Here's Robinson. And it's Miami with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. To the inside. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Houston Rockets. Then on Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen and went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
Herter. Yep, that one goes.
Unselfish basketball. Winslow, a more than willing setup man.
Bulls trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Nice interior passing, and then the strong finish.
Miami's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Murray against Fox. Johnson right side. Here's the pass to Fox. Over Murray. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And we've reached the end of the third. Heat lead by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other. Let's get that ball moving. Right? The ball moving. No holds. No holds. Right?
Well, moving the ball is so important to these coaches.
I mean, it helps make the offense run smoothly, Kevin. When you move the ball, more scoring opportunities open up.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Zach LaVine is out there with Kent Bazemore. Then it's Robinson, and it's Tice in at the 4 slot. Shot clock at 2. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Bulls trail by 5. Bazemore with it. Outside, LaVine. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Zach LaVine won back-to-back dunk contests in 2015 and 2016. The second one against Eric Gordon, an all-time classic.
First one falls for him. And Dr. J said it best. Zach LaVine is among the greatest performers in dunk contest history.
LaVine doesn't actually dunk a whole lot in regular games, but when he gets out in transition, though, step back.
And so LaVine nails both of them.
A late bloomer in high school, Zach LaVine could still be just scratching the surface of his true ability.
Here's Dinwiddie. Poked loose and out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Bulls trail by 3. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Kick out to LaVine. Out to the right wing, to the inside, and LaVine throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Now here's Winslow. Dishes to Johnson. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shot clock at 6. Unloads from 13. And he can't bank that one in. To take the lead. It's hauled in by the Heat.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Here's Tice. Outside, LaVine. Passes it to Tice. Out to the wing. Offered by Winslow. To tie it up. But they get it back. Tice passes to Robinson. Good on the shot.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Yeah, and the rim protection, not there. You expect someone to at least come over and contest.
Here's Dinwiddie. There's Winslow. Can't get it to fall.
Can't finish. And defensively, nice job of altering the shot without fouling.
There's Dinwiddie. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Herter, guarded by Robinson. Kicks to Dinwiddie. Green breaking loose. Miami keeping it alive with a new 24. Pass to Dinwiddie. The second chance effort. Bean with the rebound.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Offensive rebound. Robinson. A beautiful reverse layup. And the Bulls lead by 1. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now here's Johnson. And here's Green outside. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far. Shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Here's LaVine. Robinson left side. It's stolen by Green. Stolen by Robinson. Here's Bazemore. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
First one falls for him. And Kent Bazemore came into this league being known as a defender, and that's still his calling card.
Bazemore has incredibly long arms that he bothers shooters with. Comes up with a good amount of steals as well.
And so Bazemore nails both of them.
You know, he was undrafted out of Old Dominion. Ken Bazemore has come a long way. Didn't get much run his first few years in the league, but now he's an impact player.
Now, here's Fox. He kicks to Richardson. To the paint, here's Adebayo. Good on the bucket. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Durant dishes to Markkanen. Murray kicks to Markkanen. Shot clock at 5. Chicago trailing here. From deep. And Winslow pulls it down. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kevin Durant.
Using that solid frame inside, Winslow draws the foul.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. Now here's Murray. There's the pass to Markkanen. Shoots over Winslow. And again, no good by Chicago.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Shot up 2 there.
Well, I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Now here's Bazemore. Inside, 5 to shoot. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bazemore.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Fox. The feed to George. And George with the stop.
You guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
Now here's Murray. Outside Durant. They get a hand on it. To the paint. Off the run. And Markkanen throws it down.
Lauri Markkanen with his size. He has decent hops also. And he can finish above the rim.
George passes to Adebayo. Great D that time from Durant.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Carter outside. And here's Bazemore.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
first one drops. And so Bazemore nails both of them. The Heat leading by 3. Now Fox in the corner. Winslow with it. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. 6 points for Justice Winslow.
Well, you know, defensively, that's what they're trying to do to Winslow. Turn him into a jump shooter, and he made them pay.
No good from Durant. Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Murray against Fox. Murray dishes to Durant. Knocks it loose. Paul George with the steal. The finish, and it's George finishing it off.
And hustle paying off there for George in the open court. Gets up court in a flash and finishes before the D can even react.
Murray kicks to Markkanen. Carter at the elbow. Winslow against Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Feeds to Markkanen. And Winslow pulls it down. Winslow's got 4 rebounds in this game. And so Miami again turning it over. Bulls trail by 8. Murray outside. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Shot from 12. Outside for George. Chicago grabs the miss. Murray with it. Outside Durant. Lock at 6. To the middle. Here's Carter. And he uses the glass on the layup. Now it's just a 3-point Miami lead.
This is what your spacing is designed to do. Find cracks in the defense.
Now a timeout called by Miami.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis, and get away from the sloppy fouls.
Now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Paul George.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
The Heat making a switch here. Nurkic is checked in, and the Bulls making a change also. Levine's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Eric Spoelstra had some words for his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. We're almost there, guys.
Thank you, David. Levine against Richardson. Levine kicks to Murray. Here's Levine. Carter with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Levine for 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
That gives him his second 3 of the half, with 3 total for the game.
Miami's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Adebayo passes to George. Pass to Richardson. Here's Nurkic. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Man, did they need those points. And I bet he's the guy that continues to go for it.
He will use his size, his skills, and his shooting ability to go get this win.
Murray kicks to Levine. To the middle. Durant up top, defended by George. And it's Durant missing. The Heat have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%.
I love how he's willing to sacrifice his body in there, giving maximum effort. That's what it takes on the defensive boards.
Murray against Fox. Murray, the pass to Durant. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. We've got 1:28 left in the game. That's in there. Carter with the assist. 22 points for Kevin Durant.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Fox pitch to Nurkic. Over Carter. Nurkic can't hit. Chicago's won 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Markkanen passes to Murray. Tipped away. Lock at 6. Durant for 3. Again, Durant missing. Heat shooting pretty good tonight at 48%. To the paint. Here's Nurkic. Count!
Well, that is NBA level right there.
It's the way the game is supposed to be played. Guys competing at the highest level.
Chicago calls timeout. They trail by 1. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks to Durant. Pulls up on the wing. It falls.
He keeps a low profile, but make no mistake, KD lives for the big shots.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Nurkic in the post, defended by Carter. It's in! Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
The game has come down to this.
Huge possession.
Murray gets to Durant. Outside, Levine. And the 3 off target. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That's his first foul.
Had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
Miami with the ball, and he commits the intentional foul.
Two shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size. And still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Yeah, how about the nerves there? Those free throws put them in a very good position. 3 points clear.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
And right now, you can go for the 2 and then a quick foul or go for the home run.
Let me tell you my vote. Whatever's the best look and takes the least amount of time.
19 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yes, smart choice. I really like that play.
And Miami has possession. They lead by 1. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside, Levine over Richardson. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
Shooting 2.
Good on the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
6 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Murray kicks to Carter. From deep 3-point range, off target with that shot. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where is your team's attitude right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Now for Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA here on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.